What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I know I'm a little late, but Kyle Lowry ended up signing a 1-year, $33 million extension. And I thought I would cover that so you guys can know. I know you guys know I'm not the biggest Lowry guy, but I still do think that he's a serviceable point guard. I do still think he can be an all-star caliber player for this Toronto Raptors team. And I still think he does have some good basketball left in him. I like the approach that he took last year, becoming more of a facilitator, more of a playmaker, more setting guys up. He did very well being 17-5 without Kawhi Leonard throughout the season. And a lot of it was because of his leadership and his ability to take a step back and let everybody else play their game and do their thing while also making his teammates better and getting them easy opportunities. And when you look at this roster, a lot of parts of this roster goes basically off people creating shots for them. You look at Van Fleet and Lowry, they're two guys that can create and get their own shot. When you look at guys like Siakam and you look at guys like Serge Ibaka and Marcus Gasol and like that, they all need guys to set them up and get them the ball so that way they can get to their spots or get their first step or even just get a layup or a dunk to get their confidence up. And they do run the floor, but they still need somebody to set them up and pass them the ball so they can finish. Even if you look at a guy like OG, he's basically better off the ball than he is on the ball at this point in his career. So having a guy like Lowry that can get his own shot, space out the floor, but also find guys that's open and make the proper pass and allow them to get easy shots. I think that that's going to be important. He knows this system because he was in it last year. It's not like he's going to a new team or they got a big overhaul. This is basically majority of the same players that he played with last year, and it's basically majority of the same players that was on this team last year when it comes to talent. So the start lineup to me isn't going to change that much, and I think that that's for the better because when you look at this team, they have a lot of the guys that really been in the system for a long time, and they really play well together, and they play well off each other. And Kyle Lowry has been there from the good, bad, and ugly of the Raptors so far, and he also was there when they won it all. And that's the type of guy that you want to continue to steer this as long as you can because they looking like they want to go into 2021 free agency with some cap space and the ability to get another superstar, but they also want to remain competitive. And I think that this team is going to be one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. Will they be a great playoff team? I don't know about that, but it also just depends on the development of Pascal Siakam becoming a guy that can take over a game, a guy that you can get the ball to, and he can get you a bucket. He can score a lot of ways, especially with that hook shot and with that ability to space out the floor and hit the three. He's still a little inconsistent, but he has showed massive improvements, and I don't think that's going to stop because he's been doing that his whole career, is working on his game and trying to get better. So he has the mentality to get better. He has the work ethic. He has the love and the passion for the game to really love what he does and love the results, and it helped him become a champion. But Kyle Lowry is a guy that's very underrated now because he still is a solid defender. He still is a guy that can create shots off the dribble, hit floaters, hit step backs, hit threes. But also, you know, when you look at this team, they're going to need somebody that can really set everybody up and get them into their spots and find them the ball. So I think, you know, $30 million is a lot of money, especially for a guy that's not a superstar. But when you look at the fact that they're in Toronto and they don't really get big name free agents to come over the course of their history, you get a guy that you know what he can bring to the table, a guy you know you can win with, and a guy that you know that's going to give it his all. So to me, I like this team. I'm liking what they're doing. Nick Nurse has shown that he can coach, and he's shown that he can make the adjustments. He can change up the lineups. He can win without a superstar. Now, we just gonna see, can he do it for 82 games? And if he does it, it's gonna be very impressive, and it's gonna be another thing that you can give him credit on, because there's not too many coaches that you can give them a decent or okay roster and they can get the best out of it. He showed that he could possibly do it. Now we get to see how great of a coach he is without Kawhi Leonard for an entire season. And I think that that's a challenge, and it's something fun. It's something that you want to do. You want to prove people wrong. You want to show your full capabilities, and you want to show that you adaptable, you adjustable. And I think that's a challenge that Nate Nurse is going to accept. Obviously, he's still the coach, and he's looking forward to this season. But it's going to be a lot easier for him because he knows majority of these persons, and he has damn near the same personnel. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this team is going to be. I'm looking to see how good Kyle Lowry is going to be. Is he going to be a guy, like you said, that's going to shoot more, or he going to continue to find that balance of when to score and when to shoot and when to pass? And it's going to be very interesting. But this is an unselfish team. They like to move the ball. They like to find an open man. They like to run a lot of screens to get guys some room and get that first step. And I don't think that that's really going to change that much. And I think when you look at this overall roster, they have a lot of talent. It's not like they lost Kawhi Leonard and they have nothing. They still have competitive roster. They still have guys that can shoot threes and can break down the defense, and they got guys on the perimeter that can knock down shots, and that's what you mainly need in the NBA. And they have a lot of those things checked off, but you know having this extra year commitment of Kyle Lowry, a guy that really never showed that he wanted to leave, never really asked for a trade, and then he just re-showed the commitment again because he is recommitted to another year, possibly in Toronto. They was willing to take care of him with the $30 million, and he got that done, and now it's time to go back to war and get ready to go. And is Kyle Lowry going to be at an All-Star level the next 2 years? Because I think he's 34 now, so it's going to be kind of hard for a point guard to, play at that level for that long. And it's going to be another interesting challenge to see what he's going to do and how he's going to handle that situation, because it can be a pain playing 82 games in the playoffs and you just went deep into the playoffs, the deepest you can go, which is the NBA Finals. And now you're getting ready for another season that's another 82 games, plus you got to go through the postseason. And I really want to see if Toronto can really be the team that we think that they can be. And Kyle Lowry is a big part of that. And I think that that's something that we all know and we all like. So it's going to be very interesting. But one thing I will say before I end the video is the Raptors got a lot of heart. For them to literally not try to do anything drastic, you got to get, I'm talking about your side, for them not to do anything drastic, for them not to, panic and just trade everybody or try to hurry up and find the next superstar. They stayed together and they trusted their coach, they trusted their system, they trusted their team, and they trust the guy that they developed to continue to get better and continue to take another step. So, you got to give a lot of credit to your side for not giving up, for not leaving. You got to give him credit for staying down with Toronto and trusting the guys that he has been there with and he has helped develop, and trusting in a guy like Kyle Lowry, who has, a past of being inconsistent and a flopper in the playoffs. And for him to give him the money and take care of him the way that he did shows you that he could have traded him like he traded DeRozan, but he continues to stay committed to Kyle Lowry, and giving him this extra contract extension for 1 year shows you that he still thinks Kyle Lowry can still play at a high level, and that Kyle Lowry can really be a difference maker on this team, even if he is older and he isn't the same player that he was before. He still think as a veteran, as a leader, as a guy that has played big moments and big games, and is very important to the culture and what the Raptors are. For him to give him this type of commitment and this type of contract at that age is very interesting. And I think that it just shows you that, your side like these guys. This is a team that he really loves, and he really do feel like they're important outside of basketball. So Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this an overpay for Kyle Lowry? Is they paying him too much money? Do you think that Kyle Lowry is not even worth an extension? Do you think he's a backup point guard now? Or do you think he's still an all-star guy? Do you think he should be the number one option? Or do you think it's Siakam time? I like the fact that Kyle Lowry isn't trying to take advantage of, oh, Kawhi Leonard is gone, so I'm gonna be the number one option. I'm gonna take over. This is my team. He's saying the right things. He said this is Siakam team. He's gonna get more touches. He's gonna get more chances, and it's my job to make his job easier by passing him, finding him, and also spacing the floor for him. I think that's very unselfish and very selfless, and that's important for a team that's still trying to win and still trying to compete, but also find their identity and find their strengths and try to maximize on those things to win games. So at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think about this extension, about the Raptors, and how you feel about them this season, and if this was a mistake or a good move by your side, giving Kyle Lowry a 30 million plus extension just in 1 year only. That's a lot of money for one player, but it still allows them to be eligible for the 2021 season, and that give them a lot of cap. They have a lot of cap space in that chance, and the chance to find a superstar free agent in that summer if they want to come to Toronto. But they also have enough talent to where if a superstar does become available, they have the assets and the picks to trade for that particular player. If they can't sign somebody in free agency, I doubt Kyle Lowry will still be on this team by then. But if he is, I think he'd be in a more reduced role 2 years from now. This contract is a year from now, but it's not 2 years from now, like 2021. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Quentin Wade, Basketball Analysis. I'm go. Like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies, I break down players, I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching.